thank you for coming today, and if you miss for this chance, I really appreciate it. Today I will talk about essential topic since we study it today. So I recommend you to follow me, and I will explain it as simple as possible. It's a B scan. Before I start, I want to outline what I will do in this explanation. First of all, I will talk about UT, ultrasonic test, of course. Then, A scan. After that, I will bring in the core of my presentation, B scan. Then, scans in general. In the end, I will talk about entity and represent all those elements together to talk about our major entity, non-destructive test. The conclusion, of course. Ultrasonic test, we use a high-frequency acoustic wave in order to detect internal defect and measure thickness or depth. That's why we use scan to understand the information of those that give up the ultrasonic test. Move on into A scan. What is A scan? A scan is amplitude scan. That's why called A scan. But the A scan gives us only the one dimension of the defect, not the depth or the measure or the shape of the defect. Give us only the echo. One echo, the amplitude of echo, okay. But that's not our goal. I told you before, in ultrasonic test we measure the depth or the thickness. But the A scan give us show us a peak, not image, as you see here. But our purpose is understand the shape of the defect. That's why the scientific introduce us the B scan. The B scan is the brightness scan. Transform the A scan into a B scan in 2 dimensions. Give us the 2D cross-sectional view. So it shows us the depth as function of the probe position. Now, let's highlight some scans, other scans. We have, as I told before, A scan and B scan. Now, let's talk about C scan a little bit. The C scan is more developed than A than B because it gives us the real-time view of the defect. Entity. Because we are future non-destructive test, let's highlight together the positive and negative of the B scan. Let's start with the advantage of B scan. Provide us geometry of the defect. Useful for the thickness mapping, more visual than A scan, as we see before. The limit is lower resolution than C scan, because the C scan can give us the real time. Require a controlled scan. Also, the interpretation depends on the manipulator or the operator skill. Conclusion. In conclusion, a B scan is very useful to understand as we are the future entity, non-destructive tests and spectra. Thank you so much for listening, and happy to any question.
Asma, thank you very much for your magnificent presentation. I liked it so much. I liked how you highlighted about B scan and A scan because we already seen it. I appreciate that you repeat it for the people who maybe didn't understand. So it's a great gesture of you. So I have how to say, I have one remark. You did emphasis on A scan and B scan, but you mentioned C scan, but you didn't emphasis on it. We like to know more details about it, so you didn't mention it. So,
first of all, the core of my presentation is about B scan, so it's not allow me to go to C scan, but I just for you I add this.
Yeah.
But if you want and we have the time, I can go to C scan. No problem.
Okay. So thank you very much.
Thank you. You too.
I liked your presentation. It was simple, it was clear, it was good. But I have two remarks. First thing is that you used I. We're using like I am doing, I am going to explain. You're supposed to say we're gonna see, we're gonna do, because this is a presentation.
Yeah.
And second thing, you were how do you list الأسكان? You said that Askan does not measure the depth, which is wrong. There is a button in Askan. If you like saw in our in our tips, it says depth. Like we used to measure the depth with Askan. Like Askan can measure the depth, but you were right. Like it's not gonna give us like more precise. Yeah, more
Yes,
precise.
they give us only the depth. Instead,
Yeah,
they
but like-
can give us the depth plus the.
Yes, you said that Askan does not give us the depth. That's the thing.
Okay.
Like the presentation was good. It was simple. I liked everything. Like it's so simple. It doesn't like burn my eyes. Like it doesn't have too much information. It was really good. I like the presentation, and I like your confidence. Like you're walking and like looking everywhere. Thank you.
For your first remark of using A, not we, I wanted to make it so friendly, like between us. But of course, with the memory after that, I will do it very formal.
Yeah.
Hello, Asma. I like your presentation. It was perfect for me. I like your language, English presentation. You did it perfect work. I have just one remark. You said that we are the future of non-destructive testing. You didn't mention inspector. For the first, no. Lula. Some teachers, they like to hear these things. We know that we are future inspector, but some teachers, they need to hear this thing. That's my only remark. I like your
I will
work.
take it.
I appreciate your work. You did a great work.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So.